You know how you've been lying to yourself, pretending you're grinding but actually doing nothing? You think success is about motivation, about finding the right hack, about watching the right YouTube video? Wrong. Success is a war against the weak version of yourself. A war against the habits that keep you mediocre. A war against the comfortable lies you tell yourself every single day. Look, nobody's coming to rescue you from your own mediocrity. Not your parents, not your friends, not some guru selling you a course. And the worst part? You know it. Deep down, you know you're settling for less. This isn't about being perfect. This is about being honest with yourself, about understanding that these 3 habits are literally destroying your future and ruining your present. Let's get something straight. I'm not your typical self-improvement YouTuber, promising you'll become a millionaire in 30 days. I was stuck in these exact same habits for years, seeking validation from everyone except myself. Living like comfort was my birthright, reading books instead of taking action. And if we're being real, I was going nowhere fast. While everyone around me was building something real, I was busy collecting theoretical knowledge. You know all these successful people you admire? Every single one of them had to destroy these 3 habits first. I'm going to show you exactly which habits are keeping you trapped and how to delete them from your life forever. Habit 1. Seeking external validation as your primary motivation. The first habit that's keeping you a loser is living for other people's approval. And I'm not talking about obvious stuff like posting for likes on social media. I'm talking about the deep programming that makes you chase empty trophies your entire life. Think about it. School taught you to sit still, follow instructions, and get gold stars from authority figures. Then college told you to get good grades so employers would validate your worth. Then, the corporate world tells you to work 80 hours a week for a boss who'd replace you tomorrow without losing sleep. You're literally living someone else's definition of success. You're working your ass off for promotions that don't fulfill you, relationships that drain you, and achievements that feel hollow the moment you get them. The problem is that you're a good boy syndrome victim. You've been programmed to be exploited, to chase external markers of success while your soul dies inside. Real men don't need permission to be great. They don't need their boss's approval to know they're valuable. They don't need society's validation to pursue their dreams. Here's how you fix this. Run every major decision through this filter. If no one would ever praise me for this, would I still do it? If the answer is no, you're still trapped in the validation trap. Start making decisions based on what you want, not what others expect. Stop caring if people think you're crazy for starting that business, hitting the gym, or pursuing that dream. Your approval is the only one that matters. Habit 2. Treating comfort like a human right. The second habit destroying your potential is treating comfort like you're entitled to it. Modern society has convinced you that you should never be uncomfortable, never struggle, never face real challenges. You think your depression is a chemical imbalance? Bullshit. Your soul is rotting from avoiding every form of difficulty. You've been so protected from struggle that you've forgotten what it feels like to be truly alive. We live in the comfort industrial complex. Everything is designed to keep you soft, weak, and dependent. Food delivered to your door, entertainment on demand, safe spaces everywhere. Even therapy has become about avoiding discomfort instead of facing it. But here's what they don't tell you. Struggle is the masculine currency. Every man who's ever built something meaningful has paid the price in suffering. Not because he had to, but because he chose to. Your ancestors didn't have the luxury of avoiding discomfort. They faced real challenges, real threats, real tests of their character, and it made them strong. It made them resourceful. It made them men. You're living like comfort is your birthright when it's actually your poison. Every time you choose the easy path, you're choosing to stay weak. To fix this, you have to inject controlled suffering into your life, following a strict morning routine, intermittent fasting, approaching 10 strangers a day, taking on challenges that scare you. Habit 3. Intellectualizing instead of taking action. The third habit that's keeping you trapped is what I call intellectual masturbation. You consume information like it's going to change your life, but you never actually do anything with it. You read books about dating, but never approach women. You watch videos about entrepreneurship, but never start a business. You study productivity, but your life is still a mess. You're a knowledge collector, not a knowledge applier. You think learning equals progress, but learning without action is just procrastination in disguise. Here's a perfect example. I created a video about earning money online using methods I personally use. I purposefully made it long and detailed, packed with real, actionable information. The video got 3,500 views. You know how many people probably took action? Maybe 1. maybe none. That's the reality of intellectualizing. You consume the information, you feel like you've accomplished something, but you never actually move the needle. Your education system trained you to be a passive information absorber. It taught you to analyze, theorize, and regurgitate, but never to actually create or risk or fail. But here's the truth. Reading 50 books on dating won't get you a girlfriend. Watching 100 videos on business won't make you rich. Analysis paralysis is the killer of dreams. While you're busy planning and preparing and learning, someone else is out there doing and failing and learning from real experience. Here's your fix. For every hour you spend learning, spend 3 hours doing. Knowledge without application is mental masturbation. Action without perfect knowledge is still better than perfect knowledge without action. Stop being a professional student and start being a professional practitioner. The world doesn't need another person who knows everything about success. It needs someone who's actually willing to risk failure to achieve it. This is it, guys. Hope this video was helpful. Just remember, it's not about doing the biggest task or solving the biggest problems in a single day. It's about consistent progress, even if that means taking baby steps. Don't underestimate the power of small actions to build an incredible future. I genuinely want to thank all of you who took the time to subscribe to my channel and watch my videos. I'm deeply grateful, and I promise to keep doing my best to bring you as much value as I can. If you remember, I had started a 1-month challenge where I shared weekly task lists to help those who were struggling take their first step. I'm bringing it back, this time with an upgraded protocol and audiobook lessons for each week's tasks. I might be wrong, but deep down, I truly believe this will help many of you. By the way, if you're new to this channel and you're into productivity content, I highly recommend subscribing now. Also, shout out to Ruben Bothma. I honestly don't know why you bought the channel membership, especially since I don't post any exclusive content there, and I've never even seen a comment from you. Still, I really appreciate the support. Some of you even paid for the free resources I put on Buy Me a Coffee. While I appreciate it deeply, I'd suggest not doing that. When I set something at a 0 price tag, even if you pay, I don't get to see who actually did. It's anonymous, so I can't even thank you properly. Also, I don't have access to your email. If you received emails from me, it's just automated updates from the platform. That's actually why I chose that site, so no one would think I'm here just to collect emails. Now, looking back, maybe it wouldn't have been such a bad idea to collect all 14,000 emails. Anyway, none of that matters right now. What does matter is this. Thank you, truly, for supporting me, especially when I was recovering from some tough times. Bye for now.